Good morning everyone, welcome again to my study. Seems as though the weeks are just absolutely flying past at the moment as we approach Christmas. I'm often struck by the way that the disciples felt after Jesus had been arrested and subsequently crucified, how devastated they were. It's kind of reminds me of that rule of life. You don't know what you had until it's taken away from you. And it seems to me that living in COVID has actually highlighted that. Many of the things that we've taken for granted have now been taken away. You know, who of us could imagine that we wouldn't be getting on planes? We used to take that for granted, going to the shops, visiting friends or visiting family, just popping in to see them and having a brew. If someone had told us this time last year that we wouldn't be able to do any of those things, we would have laughed at them. We would have thought that they were mad. We could never really have imagined that we'd live in a world like we do today. And so COVID is a kind of lesson. It reminds us and underlines this whole principle that it's easy to take things for granted, and it's easy to take all kinds of things for granted, not be thankful for what we've got. You don't know what you had, and you don't know what you have until it's taken away from you. That's true of people that we've loved and now they're no longer around. It's true of things like our health. If you've ever broken your arm or anything like that, you then realise just how much you actually use it. It's also true of sleep when you can't get any and you lie awake at night and you try and remember all those nights where you just put your head in the pillow and sleep right through. There are so many things in life that we can take for granted. And so what I want to say to us today is that as we approach Christmas, in the midst of COVID, it's actually a unique opportunity for us to give thanks. It's a unique opportunity to really, really appreciate those things around us, those people around us that we have in the past taken for granted. God forbid that we should just go back to normal again, because going back to normal again means not really appreciating all of that stuff. And so I want to encourage us today to come to God with a new spirit of thankfulness. I want to encourage us to write to someone, text someone, phone someone, tell them how much you appreciate them. Because at some point you won't have that opportunity. At some point it will be too late, and when they've gone, you can't do anything about it. So let's learn to appreciate one another again and appreciate the things that God has actually blessed us with. So as you picked up from news from the study, we have some good news. We are returning to church on the 13th of December for live services. Again, if you want to book for that, if you just follow the booking procedure that's outlined in news from the study and let us know that you're coming. And you can find out about all the kind of COVID protocols that are in place for coming to church at the moment through that. That would be great. And also I just want to underline that breaking news that we've put in there. We're at really advanced stages of talking with the local PCN about HGBC being a focal point of the vaccine distribution. Our building has been selected and is hopefully going to be used to deliver the new vaccine. We're just waiting on NHS England to confirm HGBC as an approved site. So that's really exciting and encouraging. Think of all the people from our community that will have the opportunity to come in our building and experience the love of Christ. There may be an opportunity for people to steward that or to volunteer to help with that. And if that's the case, we'll let you know nearer the time. Until then, stay safe, give thanks, appreciate the people round about you. Have a good week.